Previously on InfraSpace. After our last successful terraforming effort, we have been hired again with the added challenge of repairing a spaceship in orbit. We made landfall, and JD did what he does best, went straight into overproduction. Concrete, oxygen, food, water, and steel were all set up along with science and research. JD increased supply lines, doubled production, tripled the population, and then went back to adding more production. Circuits, microchips, and computers. The spaceship is slowly being repaired, starting with the hull, not because it's a smart choice, but it's because it's all we could afford. JD also experimented with an isolated microfactory, making more circuits, microchips, and computers in an effort to cut down on the traffic, because JD can only ignore it for so long before he has to deal with it. Remember, for every like on the video, we get one extra space part, and for every new subscription, JD will deal with a traffic problem.
G'day mate, and welcome back to InfraSpace with me, JD. In our last couple of episodes, we've expanded out the town a little bit, and we've set up some micro builds. But today, I want to expand the town out a lot more. But before we do that, I want to set up some research. So we're going to start research on methane. Methane will unlock us the methane drill. Methane pipes, we can't do much with it till we get a methane power plant. So that's going to be the first thing we're going to do whilst we're waiting on research. Second thing I want to do is I want to move the town. I want to move the town over here. I want to set up a large area for the town because, well, we have a certain amount of infrastructure coming into the town already, and it's mostly going fine. Like, traffic is not too bad. It's not great either, but it's not too bad. We do have a hell of a queue leading up to the main road up here, but I want to fix that as well. So the first thing I want to do is, the end of last episode, we finished researching highways. So I want to replace all these roads with highways. So that's going to be the very first thing we do. Just drag along some highways. I should actually get a truck. No, trucks keep disappearing. Fine. We're going to upgrade all those because they're going to go faster. And we always like it when things go faster. Let's upgrade it all the way into here. Can I get a truck? All right, so truck's screaming along and definitely accelerates onto a highway. Perfect. All right, next thing I want to do is I want to come to this little build and I want to upgrade these roads. So I want to bring highways out here. Cool. And 1-lane highway should be enough. Actually, we're going to go to 2-lane highways. Yeah, for just this end bit. Now, highways are different from roads. I can't just upgrade everything to highways because, as we just saw, you no longer have access to the road. So I need to make sure that we build you your own special road so you have access. But yes, highways, much faster. Unfortunately, can't put a highway across the front. I can upgrade this to a 4-lane road, which we're going to do. And then go back to highways, and we're going to go 4-lane across here. And bring a 4-lane all the way along here because, well, I can bring a 4-lane in there. And can I just do the next research methane power plants? That way we're going to have them both at once. And then the first thing I want to do is I want to come into, I want to go into this intersection and I want to make sure that this goes that way and goes that way. Oh, sorry, that way, right hand side. And I want to remove that. So if they're going right, they need to be in the right hand lane. Perfect. If they're going anywhere else, they can be in the left hand lane. And over here, that's a 2-lane. Yeah, that should be fine. And that's straight through. Yeah, that should be fine. We're going to leave that for the moment. All right, but we come all the way back up to this build. We can see that, yes, as the trucks go around the corner, bumper to bumper, they definitely spread out on the highway because the highway is that much faster. In fact, we can see them slow down when they come through here. So I want to upgrade this one to a highway as well. Replace road, that one. We're also going to do that one and that one, except, no, they are going the right way. Everybody goes into that lane. You will go that lane or that lane because you're one way. And that should improve our production. should improve our production by a lot. Okay, methane. Methane is half researched, well, half it's researched. So I want to talk about cities, okay? We already know that our residential buildings, we need to have oxygen and water. They both come in via pipes. I need survival food, but also to get to the next level, I need good food, good meals, which I'm hoping to replace the survival food entirely. I'm assuming it does. We also need home appliances, which we were making over here as part of the, circuit production and electronics area. We also need computers. We spent last episode fixing computers for hopefully a long time. And then I need access to a park. Now, the park is going to be the most interesting one because I can't ship that in. It has an area of effect, as we can see. So I need to build everything around the premise of I need a park. So we're going to start with some roads, and I'm going to start with some basic roads, which we're going to bring out like so. Also, I'm going to grab from here and run this through to that tile. Cool. All right, road. So I have a road. Actually, we're going to also drag this up. Oh, God, I'm going to try and build this in a straight line. Well, that looks pretty straight to me. And still straight. And I want to bring that one through to here. Now, I intentionally have not plugged these in the main network. I don't want them plugged in the main network because I want a chance to experiment and build a few things. First thing I want a chance to experiment with is placement. So we know that we can build houses here, and then I can build another road after building 2 blocks, and then houses, and then so on and so forth. So with that sort of plan out of the way, and we build a road along like this, and a road along like this, I then need to plan out where we're going to put a park. Now, ideally, if I put a park here, it touches the corner house, but I'm going to intentionally slide it over a little bit so we don't give coverage for the corner house. It means the corner house can't get that park upgrade. It also means that, well, it's going to be unhappy with us forever. But that's fine, because what I actually want to do is I want to rip out this little bit of road, and we want to go roads, we want to go that one, we want to go build curve road, and I want to build, I know, a roundabout. You never would have thought so. Except I want to do curve road off, and then we're going to plug from there to there, and from there to there, and there to there, and there to there. We're going to have a little roundabout. Now, because it's a roundabout, it needs to be a one-way road. And in fact, I'm going to go to 2-lane one-way roads, because I should be able to come in here and say this one to there, this one to there. Oh, no, and straight ahead. Yeah. And then this one to here, and this one to here. Yes. So if you're getting on, you pull into this lane, and then if you're going to go straight through, you can swap to the other lane, or you can change to the outside lane again, so you can exit. Yeah, that's going to be the plan. I hope that works. Completely unproven so far. All right, so that's going to be our plan. We're going to be able to put in a roundabout, put in a park. Now, I still need to work out power. We'll get to power in a second. We can also see, to get to our level 5 houses, I need to have good meals, home robots, and culture. If we look at technology, I can see that our robots are here, which requires us to unlock neutral processors and then home robots. I can also see there's a stadium here. Now, I'm going to assume, as it's before yellow science, I'm going to assume that a stadium provides culture. I'm assuming it's not a sports stadium. I'm assuming it's an entertainment stadium. You know, rock band, pop band, I don't know, derby. No idea. No idea. Motocross, anything. I'm going to assume that gives us culture. So I want to get one of those built so we can sort of plan out where we're going to put that as part of this build. Which means I want to have some basic infrastructure in and planted. Okay, we have 5 houses, so I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and can I continue that road up to here? And continue this road up to... You're off. I can't build things in a straight line. For all the games that I play, all the logistic games I play, you really think I'd be able to build something in a straight line by now? I can't. Okay, housing. We're going to go with 1. Nope. Slide you over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. which means another park would go here. Now, as you can see from our park overlay, there's going to be a section that just doesn't get any park value, okay? They don't get parks. They're just going to be left out. I could put a roundabout in here as well, or I could just accept they're just not going to have parks. And that's what we're going to do. But if I have a park here, and we're going to tell that the next park's going to be about here somewhere, I can see that, well, I'm going to have a situation where it's a long drive left to right for parks to get deliveries, because this exit here, and for it to get over here, it's going to have to bring its vehicles all the way down one side and then all the way back up the other side to get over here. So I need to give them more options. So we're going to slide our park over by a tile, and then you, and you over by a tile. Can I get you to put your road back on this side? Thank you. And I'm thinking if I put a road in here, okay, don't know why you felt like you had to build through the house, but sure. Into here. No. I've left curved roads on or something. What have I done? No idea. Alright, I built that through there. Can I put you back as an example? Thank you. Alright. I can see some of this dead zone we've managed to chew up with a road. Okay, also means that if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then I can straight away see that that becomes a road, and that... No. I don't know what I've done. I don't know what I've done. I've pressed a button, obviously. That goes through there, that goes through there, that goes through there, and we can see we're sort of getting a plan together. A plan has 2, 3, 4, 5. How we're going to incorporate, well, our parks with our houses, with our. Yeah. We also get a school eventually. No idea where we're going to build a school. No idea what the area of effect is on a school. So that's something we still need to work out. Also need to work out food. No, not food. Power. That one. And then we're just going to cut you short. Cool. So that becomes the outside edge. So we know how this is going to look. Actually, can I build you through to there? Yeah, so now I just need to wait for the stadium to be researched, which means we need to go look at methane. Now, methane, conveniently, we leave in a hole. It lives in a hole all the way down here, and we can put in a methane drill. And I believe the road out, no, is towards the tank. And let's go with 1, 2, no. 1, 2, 3. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. And then this side. Okay, that's a no-go. There. And towards the tank. Okay, and then there. Whoop. Okay. Now, I need to get roads. So let's get some roads. Let's plug in some roads. Nice and simple. There to there to there. Bring this road down. Plug that into there. And then this road up here. Next thing you guys are going to be demanding is going to be power. Yep, as so. So we're going to put in a substation, because I can, right there. And I am going to add a solar power plant, because it's just going to solve the problem. I need 23 megawatts to run all these guys, and well, the solar panels provide at least that much. All right, now methane conveniently gets transported in pipes, so we're going to build in a little bit of a pipe infrastructure there to there. Hook in all of those, and hook in all of those. On top of that, methane gets stored in, well, a methane tank. We also have a fermentation plant, but we'll get to that in the future after we've unlocked the research. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Total resources in pipe network, 9. How much do you say how much you store? No. Cool. 2, 3, 4. All right. Well, we now store some amount of methane. No idea how much. And where are we? Yep. Pipes attached to all those. Okay. Now, as for getting my methane back up to the surface, we can just plug that in there and look up here and go click. and the pipes will thankfully just run up the cliffside. It's all right. Methane's light. It just flies straight up the pipe. But getting a road down, should I want transportation, is going to be slightly more difficult. Can I go with a highway, actually? Let's go from here in a straight line to, say, here. And then over to here, let's say. And then from our methane plant, let's bring this out a little bit. Now, you can see over my mouse the whole time I've been placing roads, there is the R and the F button. The R makes the roads go up in the air, which is going to be exactly what we need, because I need to somehow get out of this hole in the ground and get up there. Now, this is not the ideal way of doing it. There is a much better way of doing this, and please work. You did. Excellent. The dev does provide, or the game does provide, a way to do this with gondolas, but I'm a glutton for punishment, and I like my roads. So what I want to do, I have to do this in very small segments because, well, the cliff face is a little bit weird. There. Actually, let's demonstrate. Cliff space is weird. If I plug that into there, it just worked. Never mind. If I plug that, oh, hang on. Press F a whole lot to bring it down to ground level. Aha! That's what I want. Like nice and calmly onto the sand. We'll give ourselves a little bit of thing so it doesn't fall out of the sand. And that's the roller coaster mess it comes up with. Because it needs to come down to like 2 tiles above the dirt. And then 2 tiles above the dirt. Yes. So it's all right. It requires a special bridge, and we have a special bridge with a special highway, which means now we can transport methane out with trucks. Ignore the fact that the pillars go through the buildings. It's a feature. Oh, spaceship repaired hull. Finish repairs on part of spaceship hull. As a consequence, receive the following bonuses. Your progress convinces crew members to trust you. Permanent 5% immigration boost. Excellent. Because if we click on these guys... okie dokie. Average habitation levels 3.71. Required 4.13, i.e. people don't really want to come join us. In saying that, our population is still going up. We can store 4,000 people. Well, 4,000 minus what I've built here, because this is not powered or hooked into the grid, but roughly 4,000. And I sort of want to... I don't want to move people to the new housing complex till I've got it all set up, and, well, I've maxed out the existing one. Okay, so we now have methane, and we also have a spaceship. So I can choose other things to repair. Bridge, holo displays, not going to happen. Communications, microchip, electronics, aluminium ore. You receive a 20% boost to a random technology. Okay. Computers, computer, microchip, electronics. It's exact same. Okay, FTL is methane and radiation core. I don't have any radiation cores. I got methane. Methane and iridium. Yeah, no. Methane, motors, and steel. That's close. Rerouting spaceship power increases all building efficiency permanently by 5%. I really want that, but that's going to be a moment. Neural processor. Don't have those. Passenger deck. Steel, home appliance, and computers. 400 crew to instantly come down to the planet. Yeah, I can live without that. Radiation shield. Concrete and steel. Well, we just did concrete and steel. 5 concrete, 10 steel. This is now 10 concrete, 5 steel. Sounds like a deal for me. 200 people. Cool. We'll do that. It sounds easy. It shouldn't stress the system too much. And should be built hopefully fairly quickly. All right, let's look at steel. You have 5. You have 32. You have 40. You have 37. Okay, turns out we have excess steel. Can I move that into there? That. Okay, over there for the moment. Can I go down to normal roads? And can I build that there? Can I go with steel mill? There, and there, and there, and there. And there, and there, there, there. And power, move that over there. Hook. Get not enough power in the power grid. I know, I'm trying to fix it. There to there to there. And you guys are getting... You're transporting iron, you're transporting carbon. Willing to bet there's some water trucks on the way because I haven't run the water pipes. Okay, Stadiums can now be built. Excellent. Can I put a steel mill right here? All right. Can I put in pipes, oxygen, water pipe, that one. Done. Everybody's got their water. Storage, 40 water, 40 water, 40 water, 40 water. Perfect. All right, stadium. Over here. All right. We want to put in a stadium, which is 480 concrete and 600 steel. Glad I just did something about steel, because I can only afford one of these, and it is slightly large. Okay, so going from the build design, we're going to go with housing. Can I put a house here and a house here? And then put a road between there and there. Is that not straight? It's not straight. Everything's off by a tile. Shit. All right, we're going to pretend we didn't see that, and I'll fix it later. Yes. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I'm going to fix that between episodes. Whoever has written in the comment section that it's not straight, please delete your comment right now. Can I move a roundabout? I can. Well, it's not as bad as I thought. Yeah, it's not as bad as I thought. Okay, I do want to have at least the first block straight, because that's gonna, this is sort of our first block, our blueprint block that I'm sort of basing everything else off. Okay, back into you, stadium. All right. If I put a stadium here, no, here. Okay, before I place it, it is very large. It is 3 tiles from the end. Okay, road, 1, 2, 3. It is that big. Okay, how big is that in my sets of 2? Because everything else comes in a sets of 2. It is 1 tile too big. Okay, and go back into there, going back into there, and let's place you back where you were. I actually want to go 2 tiles that way. Okay, no, we can work with that. All right, I can work with this. So what we're going to do is we're going to move you down a tile, you down a tile. We're going to grab a house, so we'll put a house here and a house here, which means I can't do anything in the middle. Unless I add an itty bitty road like so, and we put in a house here and a house here. Then I can put in my stadium like so, which I have no idea if that's going to provide culture or not, because I didn't actually put it. Providing culture! Turns out I do know. All right, and then back in here, housing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we put a road in like so. And then housing, housing, housing. Okay, I built 2 on top of one another. Never mind. Yeah, housing there, there, and there. And there. And there. And actually, no, that's a gap of 2. So that's perfectly fine. So I just build this road out of fusion tiles. And that fits everything perfectly. Except for power. I haven't done power yet. So power. I need to put a power station. That's far too close. But substations, like the power cable for a substation doesn't seem to stretch that far. Let's put you there. So if I grab this and I click power cable, it only stretches to about here. So I'm thinking if I put a substation beside the stadium, then I put a power cable here. And can I move you over a tile? Yeah. And then I put a power cable here. And then we're outside the city block grid. Okay. Because we're outside the grid, I can then hook that in. Now, looking at the other side, it would be here. Apart from the fact that I need to slide everything over a tile. It would be here, which again, I could just slide to the outside and then hook everything up from the outside, which is going to give me enough coverage to cover everything in the middle easily. Okay. Not enough power in grid 3. Yeah, I know. Let me delete things. Sheesh. All All right, so we now know where the substations are going to go. We know where the housing is going to go. It does not answer the question of good meals or home robots. For those, we need access to food processing. So it's going to give us a fertilizer factory, a vegetable farm, a meat farm, a meat lab, sorry, not a meat farm, and a meal factory. So that's going to be the next research I need to get. Also means that I'm just going to put in a little cut whilst we wait for the research. And holy shit, that doesn't work. No. Remove. Because you need to slide over tile, and you, which means that slides over tile, that slides over tile, you slide over tile, that slides a tile, that slides a tile, that, and that one. Okay. It does mean then, across the backside, I'm just going to put a one-way road in. And in fact, this is probably going to be a one-way, no, if I put a one-way road in, it means that you, rather than having to drive to the end of the block to go out, you have this little shortcut to get to this side. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. All right, I will see you guys in a sec after I fix the many mistakes I made. It's one tile. It's one tile. I just happen to have built a whole bunch of crap. Well, I didn't get much done, and the research is finished. Okay, so we now have access to a fertilizer factory, a vegetable farm, a meat lab, and a meal factory. Okay. So, under this tab, I have the Simple Farm. We know about Simple Farm. I have a fertilizer factory, which is tiny, thankfully, which we're going to put right there. And you require, hooray, you require sulfur in for fertilizer out. Okay, that seems simple enough. And then a vegetable farm goes somewhere near the fertilizer factory. And you need fertilizer in for vegetables out. For vegetables and organic waste. No idea what I do with organic waste. Didn't really give me a warning about that, so we'll work that out. You make one every 10 seconds. You need two every 28 seconds. So it's we're gonna go with a 1-to-1. It's not quite 1-to-1, but it doesn't matter. Meat labs just produce meat out of thin air. I love meat. I love my thin air meat. And you take the meat plus the vegetables every 6 seconds and give me a good meal. So it's a 1-to-1. Which is four food every 28 seconds, which is one food every 7 seconds. And I need one every 6 seconds. We'll call that a 1-to-1. You're 4 every 32 seconds, which is 8 seconds. And you're 1 every 6. So I'm going to go with a 1-to-1-to-1. It's not 1-to-1-to-1, but it's close enough for me. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to work out where some sulfur is, actually. Because funnily enough, we just need sulfur. I don't need water to run the farms, just sulfur. And a whole bunch of employees. Okay, sulfur. Nope. Sulfur. A lot of sulfur. Some sulfur. I got some sulfur over there. We have some sulfur back here. Okay. Alright, what we're going to do is we already know. No, what we're going to do is we're going to slide you over, you over, you over, you over, you over, you, plus you, and you. Alright, then we know that slides over a tile as well. Okay, and that, and that, and that. With that knowledge out of the way, we're going to run a road from here to, preferably in a straight line this time, there. Alright. Now I'm going to have a roundabout the corner. The problem is I don't know where the corner is. No idea. But we need to set up some sort of production line for our food. Actually, can I do... Actually, let's do food. Okay. I don't know how much food we need. Alright, how much food do you produce roughly? You produce roughly 2 every 6 seconds. And this just says 0.3 per minute. And of course, the more houses I build, the more stuff I'm going to need. Select research. Can I get motors? Motors equals large mines. Let's go with motors. Okay. Can I get, let's go with simple roads still. And let's try and, everything goes down the chain. So if I build a one-way road, let's just go that way. Food. And I build a stack of those. They have to come this way because it's the only choice they have. Okay. Then much different footprints. You're twice the width, but if I put you sideways, we might have a winner. Okay, let's remove all that. We now have a motor factory. Can I bring this further forward? Okay, can I go for vegetable? Okay, you don't have a road connection, which probably means you cannot go sideways on the road. Correct. Okay, alright, so now we know that. If I put you that way, you're facing in that way. Now that sort of works. If I do replace road with a two-lane one-way road. Okay, go away. You should be able to bring the fertilizer in and take the food out. Okay, and nope, wrong one. I'm looking for that one. Vegetable farm. Okay, it's not even. Of course it's not even. Slide you over there, 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 and you over there. Okay. Let's remove that, pretend like that mistake never existed, and we'll remove all those. I'm going to go with the two-lane one-way up to here, down to here, and into there. Okay. So that should let me bring fertilizer into the first row to make vegetables. And then if I continue that out, you can make the rest of the vegetables. Then we can take our one-way road into our two-way road. That's going to have to be a two-way road. That's going to have to be a larger gauge two-way road. Let's do that, and that. All right, so that brings all my food, all my vegetables out to this point. Okay, once I have vegetables at that point, we want to take my vegetables into the meal factory. But before I do that, I need a meat factory, and I guess there's nothing stopping me putting a meat factory here. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So, actually, you're the same footprint as the one above. Okay. Every one of them placed wrong. It's fine. We'll just rotate them around. So you should be able to put meat on the same road, you know, assuming I'm not hitting any road throughput limits. I doubt I am, but you know, you never know. You never know until you actually turn this stuff on, and this is half the fun. Turning that on and seeing if all your predictions came true or not. Also, it's a point for me to remind you, down in the comment section, tell me, is this going to work, or have I missed something fundamentally wrong? And you have a road at the front. No, you do have a road from the side. Okay, so if I put you here, and we do the same, have a one-way road to... If I have a one-way road to here, it means all the food needs to come down to this point. Okay, I think instead we're going to put in a double road, and I'm going to put in a one-way road as well from there to there. So everything out of the first row can at least split at this point and come in this way. And hopefully I can bring in the resources and then bring out the trucks as well without having any giant traffic jams in my meal factories, which need to face that direction. Who are they made by? The food factory with no branding. No branding! Oh, hang on. It's written on the side. Future is tomorrow. Okay. The FT brand. Okay. There. There, and there. Alright, and motor factory, which is that copper and steel? Copper ore and steel. Well, this is where my steel production is. But I don't think I have a whole lot of copper. Can I dump some of those there? And if I come out to this copper node and I grab that one, gosh, slim pickings. Okay, that one. We're gonna go with a normal road there to. Okay, road didn't need to be quite that wide. Just normal road. Fine. Whatever. That gives me a little bit of extra copper. Is that in the same district? It is. Is the copper limited? It is. Okay, can I remove that? Okay. Actually, just click that as well. Alright, district's off. Yeah, because you're all full of copper. Alright, hopefully that gets shipped out to the guys that have no power. Can I get a substation, please? In here. And then put that in there. And now you guys are all running. You have a tiny bit of steel. Yeah, lots of steel, but no copper. Hopefully the copper shows up. Okay, can I? No, I still can't make bigger miners. They require just 60 points worth of research, I hope. Alright, so I want to road highway style, please, from here up to there. Where was that sulfur? There's a tiny bit out there, and there's a pile up there. Can I run the road miles and miles away? Actually, there's a lot of sulfur here. Okay, perfect. Can I put in sulfur mines, please? I would like one tile behind. So I can put a road in. Rotate you around. Yep. Just delete you, it's quicker. And normal roads. That one from there to there to there. And that goes into there. Okay, so that's step number one. Step number two is more sulfur, of course. That one. Really? The one in the middle finds no ore. Okay. Oh, they're all facing the wrong way. Alright, roads, that one, up to here, down here, round this, up. Dude, I'm building things. Okay, there to there. Alright, can I pick you up and rotate and rotate something like that? Nope, still facing the wrong way. Yeah, there to there to there. To there, to there. Okay, and then power substation right here. Because I'm lazy for right this second, we're just going to throw in a solar panel and 14 megawatts. Okay, can I remove that guy? And then can we go into bigger and better miners? large sulfur mines. So it's every 1.2 seconds they provide 1 every 1.2 seconds compared to 1 every 2.4. And so you're size 4, you're size 4 as well. Okay, so it's a 1-for-1 replacement. It's not too bad. There. Okay, we're all done with that. Can I run this up to here? And we should be good. Now, of course, this is plugged into this grid, which is not plugged into the main grid. But that's sort of fine, because it should be enough to bootstrap food. Because that's all I need. I just need to have food up and running. Power. Put a substation about here somewhere. And plug that into that one. Into that one. Into that. Into there. And can I move you up a tile, sir? In case I want to take the road through in that direction. And you're all running. Okay. We have a plan. We have a plan for a starter city. We have, in theory, better quality food up and running and also culture. In fact, I can afford a second culture building, being a stadium. Actually, we might just confirm. That's how that's going to work. Okay, go away away with you. View, visualizations. Nope. Okay, right click more. Okay, where was I? I was housing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a road. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a one-way road to here, which will then branch in this direction and that direction. Okay, with that done, yeah, that didn't actually go through. It was meant to stop short. Sure. And that's not meant to go through either. Getting carried away. Okay, so with all that cleaned up, I should be able to grab stadium and put that there. Do a standing check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And our stadium overlap is not quite perfect, but it's not bad either. Can I build a house? You're covered. You're covered. You're not covered. So if I pick you up and I slide you 1, 2, you're now covered. And can I remove that, and that, and then slide you up too? Yeah? That's probably slightly better. Slightly better for our purposes. All right. So we have our plan. We have a massive plan, but the massive plan we're going to be playing with in the next episode. Because, well, I'm curious how this is going to work. I also know that I need to dedicate more time than really we just don't have any left in the episode. Power from there to there to there. Yes. I think that's going to be the plan. Build this out in the next episode. 28,000. Maybe we don't need to build it out just yet. Maybe we can look back into the research and see what other options there are. I can just disconnect that, plug that in the main road. At least then we can make the food and bring it over there. That's probably a better idea. But, like I said, we're going to get into all that in the next episode. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you in the very next video. All right, bye.